This time on Roadkill, we're bringing Pro Street back to America.
Ooh, that's the RPM we need.
Yeah! Pro Street Madness, the best hide-and-seek game ever, and we win our first burnout contest. Woo! Look at that pink car.
Yeah!
You're very flannelly today.
It's that time of year.
Yeah, very lumberjack of you. Oh, wow. Oh, this is cool.
This is not what I expected.
I had no idea we were going to like a Mopar racing emporium.
These are actual nice cars.
This time we are going 90s Pro Street style. We're here at Wesley Motorsports in Lansing, Michigan, and we're picking up a gem of a car that I have never even seen before.
Oh, it's not pink.
It's not?
No, it's like raspberry.
Oh, you're right. It's got pearl on it, doesn't it?
I thought it was a pink car, which would have been totally fine with me.
This is pink. It just has purple pearl. I obviously have never seen this in person. Oh, it's grosser than I thought.
Look at the interior.
It's a little too absorbent for my taste.
No, that's gonna be comfy. Like when we're like freezing to death on the side of the road, we will be comfortable in there.
It does look comfy.
All I really wanna know is what's under the hood and is there a heater?
It does smell like mold a little bit. Not as bad as our norm.
We know how to fix that.
There we go.
Oh, velocity stack.
Oh, dude, it's not a 440.
This is an
It's
Oldsmobile, dude.
What? No, it's not. This is not a 440.
It's not?
No, it's not an Oldsmobile. It's a 383 Mopar.
Oh, the valve covers are throwing me off. They're shaped very similar to a 455 Oldsmobile valve cover. But then there's the distributor and the,
Yes.
yeah.
I thought it was a 440, but it doesn't have the pad right here. It's under the distributor, so it's a 383 or even a 361, and it looks bone stock. Look, it's an iron intake. Does have headers.
Don't let that distract you from the fact that at one time, this was a show car. Look, the firewall is color matched. This was a nice car.
Oh, look, it's got the hood scoop funneling the rain directly down the velocity stack.
Oh, dude, precision.
Look how it kind of looks like an overinflated 79 Mustang. It's like the same style as a Fox Coupe, but...
Yeah, it looks like an 80s kind of T-Bird looking thing right here in this area.
What we're looking at here is a 1980 Dodge Murata. It's a J-body, the same as like a Chrysler Cordoba. They only made these things from 1980 to 1983, and they were like the final fling for a rear-wheel drive V8 car for Chrysler at the time. As a matter of fact, these were only available with a small block, and this thing has a big block in it, so somebody did a swap. Way back when, they tried to race these in NASCAR, but they were a dismal failure. The body style looks so like 1979 Fox body, but larger. It's super weird. This particular one had to have been modified circa 1991 or 1992. That's the only explanation for like the raspberry pink paint and the heartbeat graphic on the side, and of course, the big schnoz hood scoop. This thing is pure 1990s Pro Street. Why would we buy this car? Well, aside from just the general because roadkill, I have been like craving a Pro Street car. And when I came across this thing, it wasn't really the style that I wanted, but it immediately flashed me back to my earliest days as a staffer on Hot Rod Magazine. I remember my first Street Machine Nationals in DuQuoin, Illinois in 1992, and the whole place looked like this. And so what we're gonna do is pick this thing up here at Wesley Motorsports in Lansing, Michigan, and drive it all the way to DuQuoin, Illinois. And it's gonna rain the entire time, which will be great on those big fat Pro Street tires. And in DuQuoin, we're actually gonna go to the fairgrounds where the whole Pro Street thing started. The DuQuoin Fairgrounds is like the Mecca. In the old days, they would get 3,000 or 4,000 Pro Street cars down there. Now, I have to answer for a lot of you, what is Pro Street? I've discovered that some of the younger people have no idea. Well, what it means is the car is tubbed, meaning the rear wheel tubs have been replaced with semicircular, giant, half a trash can looking tubs to hold big, fat meats. That's it. Pro Street is tubbed. Your Pro Touring car is not Pro Street. Your Drag Week typical car is not Pro Street. This is Pro Street. Okay, starting fluid. You want to make it actually run?
Does sound like the ignition shuts off.
Where's the ballast resistor? Aha, that's why. That's disconnected.
Oh.
That explains it. I fixed it.
Man's a genius. They don't even need this. Hey, it's got fuel.
Wow, it even idles. We're good to go.
That sounds remarkably good.
We're doing burnouts.
You don't want to look in the radiator. It's mostly rust.
Okay. Did you like my ace repair?
That was impressive.
This is full.
Because I don't even know what a ballast resistor does.
It's a resistor to reduce voltage to the coil for the electronic ignition.
Okay.
And when you're cranking, they bypass it so it's full voltage. And when you let go, it goes through that ballast resistor. So when it was disconnected, it was shutting off the ignition as soon as I stopped cranking.
I'm not going to pretend I still understand that, because I still don't.
I want to see the suspension. Oh, wow. This is not done well.
No?
It is back-halved with a rectangular tube.
Is it going to break in half?
And it does have a gas tank out of who knows what mounted sideways between the wheels. And it has a panhard, but it's on leaf springs. How was this ever driven enough to get the rear end that dirty? This is a ProTrack 445. This has a lot of wheel well room. You could probably put a 3-inch wider tire in it with the right wheel.
I'm so confident in it, I'm just going to get in and buckle up. And if you have to do any backing up, just let me know.
Ooh, like I'm driving a couch. Ooh, power steering works. Wonder if the brakes work.
It sounds like a motorhome, but it looks like a race car.
Kinda. Okay. Ready?
We need to test it.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe it does need to just warm up.
Maybe if I eject the cassette. Merle Haggard,
Wow! I wouldn't have expected that.
Dude, me neither.
Maybe I can drive it in circles while we're warming it up. This thing's a roach. There we go. All right, it's warming up now. It's starting to get good.
It did do something. I don't know if that's tire smoke or coming from the crankcase.
I'm not sure either.
Dude, this is a motorhome.
Oh.
What did you just do?
I don't know.
Felt like something fell out of the bottom of this car.
Yeah, it did. Maybe it needs to go the other way.
I don't think it's gonna run better going the other way.
There we go. We're out of here.
It's very nice, it's very nice.
That's on the floor.
That does not run good at all.
It runs pretty bad. Yeah. That needs some help.
Wow. Maybe it's just really bad gas.
It could be.
Yeah.
It's still on the floor.
That's its happy place, you know? You're right in the wheelhouse.
Now I'm lifting. Ah, it's much happier right there.
Yeah.
How's the sofa?
It's pretty good, actually. I've got a pretty good barrier between me and the mold.
All right, so new short-term goal, make it run well enough to do a burnout. Oh, it just like kicked in. Did you hear that?
Yeah, man, you found the camshaft.
What just happened?
Dude.
I was holding steady throttle and it all of a sudden took off. The thing is, I think this is the realistic experience of Pro Street in the 90s. I think most of these cars ran exactly like this.
22 mile an hour.
All they did is cruise the fairground and foul plugs. We've gone 8 miles. Here's what we know so far. First of all, the battery just completely died at a gas station. So does the alternator work? I don't know. The other thing we know is that it runs terrible, but our operating theory right now is that it's got 2-year-old gas in it. It hasn't been driven in that long. Who knows? Maybe low voltage is also affecting that. So we're gonna run and get a battery. There's a parts store nearby. And hopefully get this thing fixed.
High performance.
Hey, perf. That's sweet. That is like the velocity stack version of flipping the air cleaner lid. I like it.
Dude, and it's gonna deflect the rain.
I'll give it a shot.
Part of our running problem could be a voltage problem. This cable is unhappy.
Weird, because obviously somebody cared about it and spent a lot of money on it sometime in the late 80s or early 90s, but then it's got this turd motor in it and this hack wiring and everything, and it's obviously been neglected. It's sort of a mishmash of good and bad. Here's a tip. I don't know if the alternator works. There's a center in the back of the alternator that will be magnetized when it's running if it's charging, and if I can get to it without arcing, I'm gonna see if it works. Okay, yep. That works. Why would you build a plush, non-drag racing, fairground cruising pink vehicle like this and then put like a 488 gear in it so that it's revving 3,000 RPM at 55 miles an hour with like a 33-inch tall tire on the back?
Well, duh, for the ladies. Nothing says romance to a woman like a vibrating, loud, ill-handling, obnoxious pink car driving down the road that won't keep up with traffic.
It's actually driving pretty good.
It rides nice.
You just don't want to have wide open, but aside from that, it's all right.
Big tires for the win.
It's still here. So did you notice that it's sun's out today?
Yeah, it's gonna be better. What's this?
Ah, yeah.
Oh, no way.
Boom.
No way, they even matched the car.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. Mopar, dude. It's 91 all over again. Uh-oh. This is ungood.
What'd you do?
It's a whole lot of oil leaking out from under somewhere. Oh, it's dripping. It's gas. There's gas leaking out of the car.
If we drive fast enough, it's not a problem. I think it's
Look
because
at that.
you parked it on a hill, see? These glasses will protect me from any fire or fury or a woman scorned. Block out all the hate.
I came prepared.
Dude, let's go.
Dude, it's dumping gas on the ground.
You just gave me these glasses. I have to drive with them. We're talking a controlled drip here.
Okay, let me in.
It's 36 degrees. We'll be fine.
Won't be a fire. Parts store is 8 miles, and it's my side that's gonna catch on fire. The outside of the window's already fogged up. Ooh, don't make sparks.
On the side of the road?
Do not make sparks.
Hey, my window's defrosting.
Oh yeah, mine is too. The heat is blowing out from under the hood from the angry big block. Drives pretty good, huh?
It really does. It's pulling to the left,
Yeah.
but other than that,
Feel a snappy shift from that torque flight.
oh, this thing's a menace to everything around it. Whoa, a horse and buggy.
Yeah,
Dude, are we in Amish country?
apparently.
And this is why we don't drive on the highway.
Taking the back roads to DuQuoin, Illinois.
There's another one.
Yeah. Also enclosed.
I think they're going to work.
Oh, probably.
You know, it's rush hour. We must seem like aliens to them.
I think they're pretty used to it. Okie dokie. This is not going as well as I thought it might.
It's going great.
First of all, we've got the massive fuel leak that Mike won't fix.
No problem.
And now we've got the dead battery problem. It seems like the alternator's not actually charging, even though I did the magnetic trick on it. I think it's maybe the voltage regulator. So I'm gonna run and get a voltmeter and find out what's going on. Yeah, look how the fuel is now fuel colored instead of like orange Gatorade colored.
You know, on second thought, it's a really long road trip, and we have days ahead of us with which to tackle another job like
Bingo.
this. So let's do these two problems, won't start and exploding, and then wait for something else to add on to the problem with the plugs.
Well, see, I think that the acceleration problem is going to solve itself with voltage and fuel.
Usually does.
Yeah.
You know, science.
Voltmeter, it's one of these new auto-ranging ones I can't stand.
You might not need that when I tell you this.
11.5 volts.
Should the regulator be leaking down the firewall?
Oh no! Wow.
Not
All the goop melt out of the back of it. Okay, we need a new voltage regulator.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a factory option.
I'm gonna say you troubleshot that pretty well. Let's
Season
fix
10.
it. Yeah. This thing is off, and it has in fact melted all of the potting out of the back of it. Thing is, that's not the voltage regulator. I have no idea what it is. The voltage regulator is right there. We'll replace that too. I didn't know what this doohickey is. Google says that it is an EGR time delay switch, which I determined because it had an original Chrysler part number on it. So I'm thinking that maybe we're not charging because this thing's drawing so much because something went wrong and it's melting itself. So I just took it off. I grounded our voltage regulator better, and now we're gonna have to get a jump start off the video van and find out if it's charging. Nada?
No charge.
Okay. Aha. Whoa. Okay. We have a wire that needs to be fixed. That's super sketchy. Shut it off. Wires on the back of the alternator are super crusty, and when I wiggled them, the engine almost wanted to shut off, and that's really sketchy. These are the field terminals on the back of the alternator. So we'll be fixing that. You'll notice, by the way, I got the wire that's color matched to the car. Okay. All right. Ready to start? And the moment of truth. Fixed. We now have 13 volts. So what I did is fixed a wire that was loose on the back of the alternator and all falling apart. And also I ran a charge wire directly from the back of the alternator to the battery just to bypass all of the rigmarole that's going up through the dash and all that stuff. We're good.
Let's ride.
All right, you done inconveniencing the parts store?
I am, and once again, we're only down to one problem, which means there's no point in staying here working on anything else. You gotta wait till you have two problems, then you stop.
The fire's only on my half of the car, I get it. Rolling, steam rolling, our giant meats. And now the exhaust fell off. It looks like it's just the collector bolts, so we're gonna have to rob some bolts off someplace else on the car in order to bolt that triangular 3-bolt flange back together. We only need 2. So let's take one off here and one off there and those nuts, and we're home free.
All right, core support nuts, fender brace, bolts. We are back in business.
Working on working. Done. We're finally gonna fix the fuel leak, not because of explosion hazard, but because of performance. You stand on it and it just sort of still wants to lay over. Maybe it's fuel delivery, I don't know.
That's a goal I can get behind.
Yeah,
Risk of endangerment? Nah.
not so much.
Poor economy? Nah. Poor performance? We can't have that.
I found under here that there's 2 sections of little rubber line and a piece of aluminum line, and somewhere there's a crack in the hose, and so I'm gonna replace it and hopefully fix both problems. Okay, now this gets ramrodded. Okay, fixed. That's all win. I'm getting blinded though. I need my, thank you. Boom. Here's the thing, we don't really feel like hitting the highway again tonight because there's a steakhouse right there and we're big TV stars, so the producers are gonna take us out to, you know, Longhorn. And so in order to test the wide open throttle capability, we're gonna have to do a burnout.
It does sound better. Oh man, this is gonna be cool.
It's doing it. It's doing it.
I'm wide open, we got it. Oh, it shifted, don't do that. Is it not smoking? I can't even get arrested for this. Weak.
That wheel is so bent, dude.
Oh wait, not ready yet. All right, now that we've selfied, we're on the road.
Just missing the fanny pack and the parachute pants. And technically, if we go straight, it's only 266 miles to DeCoin, which means I feel as if we have time to goof around, see the sights, appreciate it.
Oh, that hurt. Good thing there's no oil pressure gauge so that I don't know if it's now 0.
Would you stop if it was?
No,
Okay,
that
then.
hurt. Okay, that burnout last night was horrible.
Yeah.
It was wide open, and it was in first. It kept shifting, and it was too gutless. Hey, better. Fixed.
That seemed better.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm all about the wide open throttle today.
It's accelerating.
This is great.
That is new.
Yep,
Dude, you're right. It was sucking air in through the fuel line.
yep. You know, for those of you watching at home who've never driven a Pro Street car and you're wondering what the experience is like with those big, massive tires on the back, you honestly don't really notice.
Nah.
It's just like driving a regular car. Yeah, I've got breaking news. The fuel gauge actually works in this.
What?
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Just fell in love with this car all over again.
Our new fuel system just makes me want to do this.
Do it, man. We got a full tank unleaded. 255 miles to go.
Now we're Pro Streetering.
And no rush to get there.
275 horsepower.
Might even be 276. Ah! Did we get it up to 70? That was amazing.
I don't know if the speedo worked.
Sleepy part of town right here. This is cool, man.
Oh, look at that theater, Will Rogers Theater. Wow, look at that though. That's neat. 1922 building. There's the obligatory war memorial. 1900 building.
All right, this has been our coolest downtown yet.
Yep, we've had a lot of good downtowns. It should be right here on the left. Wow, that's 100% still here.
Ooh.
That is cool.
That looks drivable.
This is like the one that we did in Colorado, which by the way is now a housing development. Wow. This is cool. One of the things I like to do on our random road trips is find abandoned old drag strips, and this is one of them. This is Motion Raceway in Assumption, Illinois, and if you believe the interwebs, it ran from 1970 through 1983. The original owner ran it the entire time from what I read and just bailed at some point.
The part I'm tripping on, right, is we drove in on this road. This road is clearly being used. It's next to the farm.
Yeah.
Are those the owners? And if so, why are they not just making hit after hit every day down here?
Maybe we can handle that.
This is gonna be awesome. Let's go sightseeing. We'll drive casual.
Yeah, that was the burnout box for sure.
Yep,
I got
so-
excited.
So maybe we can see the starting line Right about here?
Yeah, here, somewhere.
Where would the tree have mounted?
Yeah, the tower would have been over here.
Dude, the snack bar is still there.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
very few of them have this much remaining tarmac.
Yeah. What a waste. Because, like, farm there, they're not farming here. You should be racing.
I read that it was a quarter mile, but it's 3,000-foot track. And so when the cars got too fast, they actually changed to 1,000 feet, like way before NHRA changed to 1,000 feet.
They're pioneers.
Yeah.
I like that there's a mailbox here. Jones.
This is cool. See how this mailbox that's still here says Jones on it? The founder of this track, and apparently the guy who ran it the whole time, was John Jones. And I said it was in Assumption, Illinois. The address here is actually Moeaqua or Moaqua. I don't know how to pronounce the local town. Sorry, folks, but that's neat. That's really cool. History and stuff.
Do it.
Let's go.
Wait, it's happening.
It's not. This thing is such a turd. Tomorrow we need to pick up a set of needle nose vice grips and pinch off the rear brake line.
Yes.
So we have line lock effect.
And stop.
Okay. It just wants to race.
Nah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Amber, 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 amber. There was 5 ambers before, I believe, 1986, and then it went to 3.
Donuts again?
We should probably leave now.
Yep.
Post haste.
Okay.
Boom.
Bye, Farmer John.
We did it. Ocean Raceway, handle.
Crossed it off the list. And it's still running. 5 ambers. That's right. I think I left on the 3rd one.
Hey,
All good?
yeah, can we go one more time? I'm just kidding.
Okay. Because it was just sort of a stunned glance at each other. Mike killed a caterpillar. Okay. We made it this far.
Yeah.
I think it's like 500 miles so far.
Yeah, I think we're only like 40 from the fairground.
That's about right. So this is our last drive on our way to the Des Moines State Fairgrounds here in Illinois. The reason that that's important is that is the home of the Street Machine Nationals and the origins, really, of Pro Street. Although, do you actually know the origins of Pro Street?
I do not.
I do.
What?
Are you ready to get schooled? I'll do the really fast version. So, big tires were always a thing for traction, right? But in the early days, people would radius fender wells and let them stick out. By the time the Pro Stock class was founded in 1970, guys started taking the fat tire and tucking them under the quarter panel, and that was the key to the whole thing. So like a 1972, like Dick Landy Challenger, that is the origins of Pro Street.
Narrowed rear end.
Yeah, narrowed rear ends, tubbed, exactly. And then to me, the very first Pro Street car was a guy called Steve Lisk, who had a Hemi 71 Challenger that was really nothing more than the Motown Missile Pro Stock car, but in a street car. But it wasn't Pro Street, it was street race at the time. Hardcore street racing. After that, the very first car that was like Pro Show would have been Scott Sullivan's, I think it was a 66 or 67 Nova. And that came out and was the Carcraft Street Machine of the Year in 1979. And it was tubbed and it was full show car. But at that point, that's when it started to get out of control. In 1986, Rick Dauberton had that Pontiac J2000 with the valve spring rear suspension and a zillion colors and like
I remember that car.
blowers, turbos, nitrous all on the same engine.
Yeah.
And that's where it just took off into the realm of super ridiculous show car. And then there was Matt and Debbie Hayes', I think 88 Thunderbird that was pink with a graphic similar to that, and that's what started all of this. And then it carried on into the 90s and fortunately turned into actual race cars and went from there.
And now it's back because it's been like 30 years, so
Yeah.
why not?
The one fail that we've had so far, though, is no burnouts. So I did bring with me my poor man's line lock. Let's hit the road and figure that out.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Ooh, not running great. It has run better.
It's run worse though, too.
It has the mystery tune-up, really.
See, the only rule here is don't enter.
Is that what it
It
says?
doesn't say don't burn out.
Okay, we might be able to make this happen. Wow, I'm gonna let you just go ahead and handle that.
All right. If you ever find yourself in a situation in life where you just don't have enough power, these are the solution. I'm gonna clamp this on the rear brake line. I'm gonna disable the brakes. This man is going to smoke these tires, and then we're going to get arrested.
Is it gonna work?
Definitely.
Yeah. Hey! We got this! Got it!
There we
It's
go.
happening.
2,900 RPM for the win.
Ooh, it's pinging pretty bad.
That was our most successful burnout yet in this car.
I kind of liked it.
How are the brakes? You still stop?
Let me see. That's what I was gonna check over here.
Oh, yeah, we're
They
fine.
feel weird.
Corvette's coming back too.
Yeah, he is.
During the burnout, there was a yellow Corvette that kept driving by. And when we left, he started following us, and so Finnegan wanted to do a game of hide and seek.
The Corvette guy's immediately behind us.
Let's take him odd places, like a lingerie store, a pawn shop. Can't catch us, Mr. Corvette guy. We're not quitting. We're gonna keep going. Don't give up, keep going. This is way more fun. We could lose him amongst all the trucks in here. Just keep driving around in circles. Keep going, keep going.
Is he behind us?
He's following. Just keep going. I'd go down that row and then come back out this one. Let's just keep this guy going, dude. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Is he still behind
He
us?
said he pulls into the parking lot. Keep going. Yeah, he went that way. Keep going. Go down here.
We've never been such jerks to a fan before.
Oh, we'll stop eventually. There he is. He's behind us now.
Is he coming out?
I like a Ford Falcon. Oh, don't come back.
Oh, I should have gone the other way.
All right, keep going.
Hey, yellow Corvette guy, we don't actually hate you. This is just really entertaining for some reason.
Hide and seek with cars is fun.
Yeah,
Let's just do this for an entire episode.
that would be funny.
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
You ever played automotive hide and go seek before?
Not until today.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
We were just leaving the alleged scene of a crime,
That was fun.
I noticed
and
that.
we saw you come back, and I'm like, no, if we start doing things, he's gonna start doing things.
No.
Run, Dave!
He made me do it.
I did. We got into that one parking lot, and you came in. He's like, what do I do? I'm like, go there, turn around, drive in a circle,
I
confuse
can't
him,
believe
drive
you
back
drove through all
out.
the semi-trucks.
Oh, yeah.
So why were you following us? You watched the show or what?
I've been watching the show ever since episode 1. Always been subscribed to Hot Rod Magazine. You know, I just came to town today to run some errands, and I was like, it's him, you know?
Cool. So this is hilarious. For some reason, after we're doing our burnout, this guy in the yellow Corvette starts following us everywhere. And so Mike's like, ditch him, ditch him. We start pulling into gas stations, coming back out, going through a semi-truck parking lot, hiding behind trucks, going into a different parking lot. It was really funny. And I felt bad though. And so fortunately, we ditched him, but our producer found the guy, brought him over here so that we could say hi and good times. Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Now we gotta go hit the road to DuQuoin. Oh, dude. We're on our way to a car show, and it's a little embarrassing that we haven't detailed this thing to this point.
You gotta get the mold off
There we go.
before you can squeegee her.
That's the action.
Let the sheen come through.
Ready? Whoosh. Look at that.
Oh man, I tell you what, the mold is just gonna allow the water to bead off of this thing.
That is sweet.
Treat the car good and it'll treat you back.
I feel good about our detail work.
Oh yeah.
No one else is gonna show up at that level of shine.
Here we go.
If we can outrun a Corvette, we can outrun the rain.
The coin, here we go. Pro Street Paradise. Nothing can stop us now.
Yeah. This has been one of our better driving, most reliable cars. We only had to fix the charging system and the fuel leak and something else I don't remember.
You're trying to not make us get there.
Right.
Is that what's going on here? Put that out into the universe and all of a sudden this thing's gonna catch on fire now and the steering wheel's gonna fall off.
See, now we've never had that ending to a show. If it burned to the ground, it would be the first time in the history of Roadkill. And it might be all right.
I'd be a little sad.
I might be a little.
Headbanger's Ball is a good car. It's got character.
Wow. Flashback. First time I was here, almost 30 years ago, 1992.
Oh, there's a bunch of cars here. This is great.
Oh, look at the crowd. I can't believe these people showed up for this. Cool. Oh, look at that Vega, dude.
Wow.
Oh, this is genius.
Oh,
Look
dude,
at the crowd.
Look at that.
Look at the Geo Metro. The Fury, Impala, the Corvette. What is that?
What is that?
This is awesome.
Oh my goodness.
We made it. We lived. Oh man, thanks everyone for showing up. This is awesome. First time I was here was Street Machine Nationals 92, and the last time was probably 96. Man, this is cool. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Let's look at cars.
Yeah, let's do that with a sandwich.
Ooh, smoke truck, meat. All right. This episode worked out exactly as I'd hoped, which is unbelievable for Roadkill. It has been the full Pro Street experience for me, and this is like a homecoming. We're here at DuQuoin State Fairgrounds in Illinois. This was the home of the Street Machine Nationals for so long. It was a car show with like 3,000 or 4,000 cars, and really where Pro Street was born, where it took off. And Mike Cotton, who you know from the Faster with Finnegan show, was able to put together for us all of these guys showing up with nothing but steamroller tire Pro Street cars. And for me to be back here probably for the first time since I'm gonna say 1996 is really awesome. So this is a big homecoming. I've never had my own fat tire car, but we made it in the Murata. And there's only one thing left to do, and that is another attempt at a big burnout. Maybe one of these guys can do better than us. Let's do it. There's a lot of really cool cars here.
Yeah.
All our friends who showed up here, our new Pro Street friends. Woo! Perfect. Light them up.
The metal plate may work in our favor.
To start with, but then it gets grippy.
Wow,
We need to back in.
This is professional. Yeah, they got chains and concrete and all that. Like they want us to do this.
Here we go. Ah, come on! I told you it was gonna get gription. There we go.
There we go, there we go.
We're living the Pro Street life. Woo! Slowly. Yeah, that's not bad. It's getting traction. No! Quit it! Come on, guys.
Look at the sizzle, the bacon. Okay, who's gonna do better than us? Who's up? Who's next? I felt really good about our chances of winning the burnout contest, you know, because lame. But then this guy rolled over, and now I think we're gonna lose after this truck moves. Oh no, wait, that's a good amount of smoke. Maybe we are gonna lose twice. Oh. Uh-oh.
Who knows, maybe we'll win.
Yeah, the F100, I don't feel like was that much better. Come on, car. There we go. There we go. There we go. Woo! It's hot. It's very warm.
We're actually winning this.
I like seat cover. You got this. Sounds like it's got a spool or something in it.
Yep.
Come on. Come on.
I don't feel so bad now.
Oh. There we go. There we go.
Oh, here comes the Challenger TA. We're totally peer pressuring these people right now. I say we still hold the championship. Nobody's willing to kick rods in order to beat us.
Oh. Very well, very well.
This truck is cute. That has big meats.
There we go. All right, there we go. Come on.
Don't turn that steering wheel towards me.
I'm about to get my own show. We can do better than this. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there's the RPM we need. Yeah. All right, we win. Hey, we won our first Pro Street Burnout contest. Woo!
Well, that car was pretty terrible and kind of exactly what I was hoping for. And the road trip was great. Yeah, we had to stop and fix some stuff, but you know what? That's the price you pay for picking up your junk sight unseen and hitting the road. And without it, where's the adventure? You know what? I really have to thank all of the people who came out to DuQuoin State Fairgrounds with their legit Pro Street cars and gave me just an ultimate flashback with our pink Murata and all those other far superior cars. And you know what our issue is at this point? Is we just don't have the horsepower. And we need it. So if we ever build brutal power for the Murata, you will see it on an upcoming episode of Roadkill.
It's not just Merle Haggard, it's his best.
Oh.
Back to the bar rooms again. Wake up, roses in winter, the running kind. That's just side one. I don't want to sober up tonight when my blue moon turns to gold again. Love me when you can. Leonard.
Leonard?
Well, if you put pauses in all the wrong places, the titles get way more interesting.